It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 877.
Happy Fat Friday. We got Georgie Boy and
Hello.
producer Jess.
G'day, Jessica Lucas. G'day, GB.
How's it
So TJ and I were having a blow up, and so we're running a little bit late.
Yeah.
But we're recording Fat Fridays with the weekend banter crew.
Has that food been sitting there since 8 a.m.?
Can you believe it? This is crazy that I would leave.
Can we
something.
just go? What's more sad? Your food that's been sitting there since 8, or mine? I reckon mine.
Okay,
what do you
here
got?
we go. Well, you go first because I think like mine is probably it's a good one.
Protein pancakes.
Oh
that
no!
Taste like cardboard now.
Soggy.
It looks
no.
disgusting.
3 eggs, half a cup of oats,
Mm-hmm.
protein powder, and a banana. And I cooked them in like beautiful butter. And so I was trying to go lean.
Beautiful butter.
Beautiful.
Now I'm going to put. Now I've got some. This is like a fresh lemon curd.
Oh, yum.
There's a company called Pepe Saya. Pepe Saya.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give them a plug. PepeSaya.com.au. Dude, the best butter. I'm going to do you guys all a favour. And
But they also do
you
lemon curd.
Yeah. So and then they've also got like bits of this butter in maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
They do oh my god, literally
Beautiful
butter on bread, just butter on bread. Pepe Saya is fucking phenomenal. Anyway,
Great.
I'm gonna dip my healthy pancakes into some lemon curd.
Well, before I tell you what I have, Jess, can you tell us the egg story?
Yes, I can. So earlier this week, I made some scrambled eggs, as I do most mornings these days, with my mushrooms and tomatoes and that kind of thing. And I was eating it at my desk, and I just felt like this string, and I thought it was a bit of hair stuck in, like, I don't know, got caught up into my scrams. And then I pulled it out, and it turns out that it was just this big string of goobiness from an egg.
Oh, no. How's the pancakes, TJ?
I'm turned off pancakes.
It's
So
actually
I've also
really-
been having protein pancakes this week, Tommy.
Mate, they're good. I used to have them every morning. They're good. The pancakes with lemon curd are ridiculous.
Oh, I bet. All right, so I'm...
sorry. One thing on the egg thing.
Yeah.
Jess, you're the person that hates the gooby bits in eggs. Like, I would never have that in my vocabulary, that gooby bit in egg.
Mm-hmm.
It happens to the person that hates the gooby bits in eggs.
Sure.
Undercooked.
You just
It's
attractive.
unfortunate for me, really.
Do you reckon
Just
that's all
dream
it
and
is?
achieve.
You think
Yeah.
GB, if she just cooked it longer?
Yeah, I reckon. What
I
else could
reckon-
it
It
be?
was there was something
also-
solid about it. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
It's
You were
gross.
eating
I don't know
a
what it was.
placenta.
Maybe it was an umbilical cord or something. Like,
Oh, it is full on, isn't it? Sorry,
Could have been
BK.
blood. Sometimes there's blood in there.
Anyway.
GB, can you get something for Fat Fridays in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, show us
Okay.
the best thing, the yummiest thing in your pantry.
And you've got to be able to
Moment.
eat it. And it's like, where's my cake gone? That was for the weekend. In the meantime, BK's not happy. He said disgusting. So this is what I've got. Oh, it's actually different than what I thought. Okay. So I thought it was going to be a hedgehog.
Oh,
But it
love
is
hedgehogs.
a lemon
lemon.
slice.
yum. Well,
Yum.
then
For
the
breakfast.
unofficial theme of today is lemon, because I've got lemon curd on my pancakes. You got lemon slice, George.
What
Don't
have
go
you
off
got?
the.
This is
I had
unlike
lemon
me
hot
because
water,
I'm not
by the
much of a
way.
chocolate eater, but I got hazelnut
Oh,
dairy
great.
milk chocolate.
You'll eat some?
It was between that and leftover pasta from about 4 days ago, so I picked this one.
No, I get it.
What's your rule on having stuff, like how long after? Jess, I feel like you'd have some pretty specific
3
rules
days.
around.
Nah.
Well, no,
not
because
really.
that's a generic rule. Mine breaks down into specific, like rice. Ooh, I read once like that's a real bad. Like having that's a bacteria
Really? As
haven.
in once you've cooked it? Or,
Once you've cooked it and then put it in the
Yeah.
microwave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Jess, anything?
Not really, to be honest. I think because I live alone, like I eat my food as it comes, to be honest, because I don't have
Sure.
much variety, and I hate cooking. So I'm like, if it's
Sounds like
cooked,
you're
I'll eat it.
describing Uber Eats.
Exactly.
Very good.
We on
I love
Monday.
leftovers.
Well, yeah, they are great, but leaving it beyond 3 days. We got these schnitzels the other night. Cooked them. I cooked them up. Got the oil pretty hot. I almost deep fried them with the amount of oil I was using. and they were like a chicken breast. Sorry, BK. Can we name the episode Sorry, BK? He's a vegan that listens to the show, if you're wondering. The schnitzel was like gets fatter and fatter. Anyway, they were all pink by the time I finished. Not like not like seriously pink on the inside, like looked like uncooked, but it was just like a tinge of pink. And I was furious because I'm like, I've cooked these and then I put them into the oven to get them to, because I was like, fuck, they're still a little bit pink. I'll put them into the oven and get make them parmas. Why not? Make them a bit of a parma.
Oh, that'd be
with
nice.
Cheese on top. And so then I cut into it and I was like, oh no. And so we spent good money on schnitzels and I threw out majority of them because I was like, chicken, I don't trust. I've got trust issues with chicken.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Dead ones specifically. Live ones, love them.
Yeah.
Lots of trust for real chickens.
GB, what, you felt like you were going to say something?
No, me too. I any bit of pink chicken, not keen on. But last night I cooked up a delicious steak.
Did you?
Usually I overcook my steaks, but they were perfect. So really happy about that.
Oh, great.
What's
Well,
everyone's like steak cooked temperature?
Sorry, BK. So I don't know about temperature, but I just go
You know what I mean? I don't know how do you explain that?
Yeah.
How do you like it cooked?
Yeah.
How would you like
Yeah.
it? That's all.
How'd
they
you
say.
like it? I would like
you like
it medium rare, thanks.
Same. I'll have what
Same.
Josh is having.
Yeah.
Josh,
Yeah. I thought being
I'm
a
even
Bendigo
keen on
girl,
rare.
I thought, Jess, you would have gone extra, like, well done.
Bro.
I
Hey
don't know,
Jess,
but-
can we? Because Josh and I both had the exact same thinking on that one. Can we just sort of iron out a few stereotypes of people from country towns that you know of that are just not true?
Well, we thought that they all had tractors. You know, the guy, your neighbour, who was screaming in the middle of the night. We thought,
Yeah,
I must have
that's
been
true.
run over by his tractor. It's like, no, we live in the suburbs.
It happened again. My sister said it happened again,
no.
which is so bizarre. I know.
And so what other stereotypes? Everyone's
That we
on
all
ice.
like that corn dip, that corn
yeah,
relish dip.
Which you do love, though.
I do like that, yeah. I mean, who
To
doesn't?
die for.
Anything that's not true?
Can't have a platter without it. What else? I mean, I think this is true. I feel like country people are a little bit more like down to earth, kind of like salt of the earth type people.
Definitely.
Would you agree?
So you got to. Well, I think there is something about. There's definitely something about, like, the people I've met from Shepparton that don't live there anymore are very similar. Go-getters, lovely, like just happy to be out of where they were, to be honest. Okay, so that's a positive one. Is there any negative ones that you don't like?
No, because obviously.
Can you spot anyone from Bendigo? Like, are there any sort of signs?
Oh, yeah.
If you're at a pub and you see someone, you're like,
Gronks.
they're from
Oh,
Bendigo.
just chatty, I suppose. Like we're all quite chatty. Like we'll talk to people at
That's
a pub
nice.
or something. I think. Yeah.
Loves a beer
I
at the
think
pub.
city people are quite reserved, or they just don't give a shit about others.
Can you guys tell me the rules around, because I've only just started drinking, what is the rules around drinking in parks?
You're not
Some
supposed
parks you
to. I
can.
think it's illegal.
Well, I mean, we've got a few
some you
different reports coming in here, Josh.
Yeah.
Sorry
What's the
about
deal?
sorry about
Because
the
I
mixed
see
messages.
Yeah, you see these mixed beverages, alcoholic beverages that come in cans. I've seen a lot of people out and about drinking them. Is that okay or not?
Depends where. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Eddie Gardens,
the-
yes.
So
Edinburgh
Edinburgh Gardens, I
Gardens?
can drink.
Yeah. Just
I've
I
seen
think
a guy
just not
at-
from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. or something.
Okay.
I think you can't stay
Pure-
there overnight.
that's the prime drinking time too. It's
Sure.
annoying. I've seen a guy rock up on a bike that had this like trailer on it, like a little mini trailer, and had like a full keg, and he was pouring beers and charging people. He had like a liquor license to go
Oh,
around.
really?
and-
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was sick at Edinburgh Gardens. It was
That's sick.
awesome. But like in St Kilda, there is and in Bondi, around those beach hotspots where it'd be perfect to drink, they have like November 15 till January 30, whatever, 20 is dry zone.
Is it
So they
like that?
complete-
No glass as well? Is that a thing?
Well, on beaches, there's
Like
a
St
bunch.
Kilda, can you drink?
In the
think
times
so.
that's not around the peak
Sure.
peak times.
Okay.
Like we've taken an esky down there. I mean, they just tell you to pour them out. Like if you're
What
not,
do you
if the cops have a problem with it
Sure.
and you have an open drink, they just say pour that out, put in the bin. Like I've been told to, even in the areas where you're not meant to be. a lot of the time.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't know how much of that's going to happen. I've just read the 10-day deadline looks impossible for Melbourne to come out of lockdown.
Interesting.
I mean, it's a headline.
But Jess, were you having a red wine at a park the other day on your date?
What?
Yeah, so I had it in a KeepCup. I didn't really drink. I had literally had that much.
Really?
Sorry,
And
mate,
then
the
I
drinking
took
wasn't the
rest out 'cause
exciting
I was
bit.
like, shit date.
The date was
I
the
don't wanna
fucking
drink.
exciting
Oh
bit.
no, here we go. No, so what happened? So how do you end up drinking red wine out of a keep cup?
Yuck.
The reason I only
You're from
also
Bendigo.
drank a little bit- it's because I'm from Bendigo. It was out of a goon bag. No, just kidding. It was a little bit. It was a little bit left over. I had in the fridge from before when I stopped drinking, and I just tipped it in there, and it wasn't that great. And so, yeah, I just.
How long ago did you
the
stop
mix of-
drinking before you, like, surely that wine would be off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
you
it
stopped
wasn't
drinking
great.
for 2 days.
It was in the fridge though, GB. So it stayed. It was not the worst I've had, but yeah, it was not great. It was 8 weeks old.
Oh,
It was since
yeah.
that it was since that night that we all drank together on Zoom.
Oh, that was a long
Oh
time
my
ago.
God.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's not ideal.
That's
That
not
was
okay.
the 15th of August.
So tell us about the date. What was the deal? Give us an update.
Yeah, I shouldn't say it was shit. He was nice, but I just don't think he was for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Is this a new
But
guy
I was
or the
saying to
same
Josh
one?
the other day that I feel bad because I feel like I've slow ghosted him a little bit, and I don't mean to be mean, and also it's very presumptuous that he was keen on me, but yeah, I've kind of backed off a little bit.
And is there a chance of bumping into him?
Nah, none.
Okay.
He's a Brunny boy, so I'm like, he's like, I never cross the Yarra.
It's Brunswick for people playing at home.
Yeah.
So no, and I'll never go over that side of town. So
I mean,
Oh,
it was
we
never going to work out.
on weekend banter, GB, we spoke about being more romantic. You've had some time. You
Yeah.
talked about flowers. Have you got an update in regards to being romantic?
I got a bit of an update. So, yeah, so last week I said that I was going to go and get hand flowers, and then when she came home from work, they'll be here. And because we're talking about how on Saturdays we go past the flower shop, and she goes, "Why don't you ever buy me flowers?" And I say, "Well, I can't get them now because now it looks like I'm just doing it because you've
want
told
them?
me to."
Because you're
So-
ungrateful and you're bloody asking for it.
So I got him and brought him home, and I was like filming her as she walked in the house because I wanted to show you guys. She walked in, she goes, "Oh, finally with the flowers." Then I was like, "Okay," and she was happy. So I just left that for a bit. I thought I was being pretty secretive with my filming, and then she's like, "Why'd you get me flowers?" And then I said, "Oh, just
no.
no reason." And so you could just say because you've been working really hard. It's like saying no reason is worse. and then so after like a little while, I was like, "Okay, well, we talked about it on the show." So it was just content, was it? I said, no.
No, I'm also
No.
sleeping with the neighbour. I feel very bad.
No, it wasn't. And then I played her the bit that we were talking about it. She said, "You filmed me and then sent it to the boys."
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, but that wasn't on the show. That was just for us. That's not content."
That's just for our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah. And anyway, so now she said it doesn't count.
Okay.
Oh, but they're
So
behind
that's
you,
it.
and I can see them bright yellow.
You've had hay fever
I mean,
all week.
Giving me
from
hay
that.
fever.
I literally picked up on in that message when you sent that across. I said, and he hits stop, and the crying begins or something. But I was like, it seemed like you didn't get the reaction you wanted. There's nothing good about you've done it now.
Nah, she appreciated it. She was very happy. But now I can't. So, I mean, when am I going to do it now? Now I have to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to talk about it on the show for at least 2 weeks.
No, I think
Kiwi,
that's a
why
good
don't you
idea.
do it as a monthly thing or a weekend thing? You could just go get her a morning coffee on a Sunday and a bunch of flowers and...
Well, now that you've
Give it to
said that, every weekend is going to be because of what you just said.
Yeah. So
Well,
you
the
need
thing
to-
is, you need to come up with the specifics.
Mhm.
you can't have anyone else. Otherwise, they're onto you. She's just like sniffs out. This smells like a girl suggested this. It's Jess. It's Jess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why you guys don't come to me more often. Like, I can be romantic. I know
Mate,
I'm single,
can
but
you trust a person that drinks
I don't know why.
8-week-old red wine?
Yeah, no.
The life
Out of
choices at that
KeepCup.
point. On a date. Jesus.
Guys, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm. Go.
How do you dry yourselves out of the shower?
Oh, like
good question.
which order?
Good question.
Yeah. Do you have a routine?
I think
all
you've got to
over the
go
place.
face first.
Uh-huh.
Just dry your face first and then work your way down.
How wet's your face, dude?
Well, your hair. Because otherwise,
Okay,
if
yeah.
you dry your nuts and then go straight from nuts to face, it's a little bit much, isn't it? It's a bit sort of...
But don't you have more hair on your nuts than your head?
Yeah, very true. Very true. No, but don't you think that there's like actually a process?
It's a funny visual, right? Funny
yeah, it is
visual.
very funny.
Well, for
I've been
Bodhi,
growing it out.
yeah, reverse afro. So for Bodhi, when he gets out, I get him to, I say, like you're on the skateboard, and he splits his legs out like he's balancing, and so I can sort of wash his, dry his gooch backside, and then we go up, arms out, and I go underneath his arms, and too ticklish, and then I go over the shoulders and wrap him and pick him up. So that's for a child.
I feel like Gooch should be last, to be honest.
Well, for a baby, you just want to get that gooch. They're just, it's the most annoying bit. And I've convinced him that pretending he's on a skateboard gives me great access, and he thinks it's fun.
Sure. Have you
Because
ever
he'll-
actually used a hairdryer to dry yourself?
For my whole...
I've dried
Body?
my whole body once with a hairdryer. But it's like
let me guess, in a lounge that you haven't had a towel.
No, but I wouldn't recommend it because like when you are sort of drying everywhere, you're sort of blowing the nut air into your face as you're sort of as you're
Fucking sick, man.
poking it up.
Did you get like a nice little roller hairbrush and kind of like do a nice little...
No. There's nothing like that. But yeah,
So you comb your ball hair.
yeah. But there is something in the
Nice blow wave.
like using a dryer. I mean, GB, how are you drying yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think too much about it, to be honest. I reckon I go head, nuts,
Head.
gooch,
Yeah.
legs, back,
Yeah.
face, head.
So I've got a movement where I got the towel over my back
Mhm.
and I
Yeah.
push it out and I do like almost looks like I'm fucking doing something.
Love that one.
Like now that I think about it, like I
Latino
hold it
dance.
up and I get, because I've got a bit of back hair, I'm just like, and then I bring it down lower, the back. Yeah, definitely have a
Gives you a
process.
nice
It's
back
so
scratch
weird
as
because
well.
these are things that you just never think about because they're robotic. How do
What
you brush
about
your
soap suds? I've had an issue of like where I've been so focused that I've washed under my arms, and then I've like start walking. Fuck! I've left the soap under my arms. I've had to embrace. Are you having another shower?
How does that happen?
Yeah, fucked up. Just like really, like I reckon probably. I mean, how often are you soap under the arms? How often are
Every
you
day and night.
Every time.
really? No, I think you're probably
Once a
overbaking it.
Really?
What do you mean?
Dude, there's a difference when you have an issue that I can wash my underarms, spray deodorant, use 2 types and still stink.
Sure.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, I'm not like a stinky
baboon.
guy. I'm not a stinky guy. And so I think probably, I actually find that sometimes when I wash my underarms, I'm more prone to BO.
Right.
Is that because maybe you've got BO always, like a scent.
we all
I'm
do.
accustomed to it.
Yeah, everyone's got a smell to
Sure.
to them, but like
Have you ever
become
thought,
accustomed to your smell.
Josh smells like BO?
Yeah, not BO. It's when you've been walking. and
Dirty
you come
ass.
Into the, no, you come into the office and you've been walking
Sure.
and you just smell sweaty. Like
Sure,
it's not,
sure.
but it's not the classic sort of like you smell like a kebab,
Mm-hmm.
like I do. Jess relates to that hard.
And so Jess, how do you dry yourself?
the reason I ask is because the other day I was washing my hair and I have a whole routine with like I wash my hair first, like push it forward and then dry it, and then dry the rest of me downwards, as we've all kind of we're all in line with that. But I stuffed it and I did my body, and then I was like, my hair's still drenched, and then I was like, now my towel's wet, and so it's not going to dry my hair properly.
So you're only a one. I just assumed that most women are rocking 2 towels. Bree has always been a 2 towel gal.
No, I don't know. I never really got into that. I don't know.
Is that a 2 towel thing because you got to do your hair? Is that
do your hair?
She wash
like
her
you
hair
wrap
every
your hair
day?
up.
She do her hair wash her hair every day or no?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Every
so I can
day.
imagine that's the 2 day hair. The 2 towel thing makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're a
I've
2
got
towel guy too, as well, aren't you? For the downstairs.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. A big beach
I've
towel.
got a. Speaking of hair.
Come on.
Speaking of hair, I've got a scalp update from my end, which is probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god, for a bit of folliculitis.
Last weekend,
Yes.
yes, could be, because there's no hairdressers open. I'm like, fuck, I need a haircut. So the other weekend, Han cut my hair. She just trimmed it with kitchen scissors, and
Straight from the chicken.
and yeah, but it was all good. Like, it was a good haircut. Got a bit of a mullet, but that's okay. But before that, she was like looking at my scalp, and because I've been like wearing hats and I haven't been washing my hair that much, it was like yellow, and she was scraping it, like scratching it with
it's like
a
Andy
hairbrush.
Lee's wall.
And it
maggots.
Oh no!
It looked like I had just eaten a sausage roll and there was like pastry all over my jumper.
Oh, dude, you've either got a severe
was
case of dandruff,
disgusting.
or
I think it was
have
bad dandruff.
cradle
someone's
You have-
dropped a giant has dropped a whole sausage roll on your head.
Yes.
Did you take a photo?
It's all good now.
That's fucking
No,
sick.
but
I
it was
actually
like
don't want to talk about this.
it was actually gross, Jess. You would have hated it.
yeah.
But yeah, it was all good now. Just need to keep that scalp healthy. But
You need some head
yeah,
and
it was
shoulders.
just like you're just like scraping it. It's just like going everywhere. It's disgusting. And thick
George.
bits too. Yeah.
How
Dude,
did
get
it?
that
So I'm with you, Josh. We got scalp issues.
Did it have any smell?
Nah, don't think so.
Oh, dude,
Didn't smell
come
it.
off it.
Was it almost
Doesn't
like
that
a?
make you guys feel queasy on the inside?
Nah, that's fine. It's all normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
My little toe has started bleeding since walking after doing the 2 big walks last weekend. Don't even know what it was, but Bree's like, have you dropped red cordial all over the ground?
Oh no!
I'm like, we don't have red cordial. And it was like, your foot's bleeding. And it's like, yeah. Feels so
Why?
good.
I mean, what's the self-talk there? Are you like, I'm fucking
Injured.
killing this step challenge because I'm bleeding? Because I had a blister on my foot, and I was like, you're nothing but a pussy. You've done fucking 10,000 a day. Look how untrained you are.
Yeah, it's annoying because it's one of those situations where I don't actually know how it's happening. I'm going to have to tape it up because it's not like I've got a sharp toenail. But yeah, it's very annoying.
Can we just do a quick step count for the moment?
I'm not
So
even gonna
I-
bother,
No,
to be
because
honest.
I don't know.
I actually
We're gonna
did
have to wait.
I actually did do some calculations. Do you want me to
Oh
tell
yeah,
you
that'd be
guys?
great. Thank you.
Went for a little walk this morning, so got my steps up. Only did about 1,000, but so my goal for this month was to do 311,000 because I wanted to beat Tommy and Mace by 1,000.
Are they doing
'Cause we did-
310?
we-
Are they?
Well,
They're
we
doing 310.
we said 10,000 a day across 31 days. There you go,
Sure.
baby.
Okay.
So I'm going to go 311. So what's the date today? It's the 9th. I've only done 48,010 steps.
So what?
to
He's
get
on an
to the
average of
311.
5,000 a day. He's pretty much on
Yeah.
a 5,000
To
a
get-
day.
To get to the 311, I need to do 14,500 every day from now on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
which is
So
I'm just yeah.
I can share this with you because I'm sort of putting them into the spreadsheet. This is not to go like I think if I'm winning right now, I don't think I'll win, but I think it could give you guys the inspiration
Motivation.
to beat me. Like I'm okay to lose in this one, but I want you guys to win. So currently I'm sitting at
Our move, isn't it?
89,769, and I've got to add on another 6,000 today. So when I get up to the 10,000 today, I'll be on 95,000.
Are you using
And
Notion or what are you tracking this in?
Mate, it's just a classic spreadsheet.
Sheets.
Classic.
Got
Google.
it
I
in
can
a folder?
Nah, this is just personal.
Okay, just in your
It's
My
a personal
Drive.
mission we're on. I can share it with you. If you
No, that's okay.
even if you guys want to text me your numbers each day, I can just whack them in.
Yeah,
And
I definitely need to improve. I'm always seeing, I get notifications every time Jess goes for a walk, because of the Apple, or like you put it down as a workout, which I think is a bit rich.
Don't you do that?
No, it's just walking.
Yeah, every time I go, because then it tracks. It like tells you when you've exercised or not.
I get it. I get it.
yeah,
And
I
so, what would we be on if you had to throw rough numbers?
Where we're at. I mean, I did like 5.5 yesterday. I think that with GBs, I could beat GB.
Okay.
Why is that funny, GB?
I mean, because that's not hard at all. Like you said you're going to beat everyone, and now you're going, I'm going to beat GB, who's easily coming last.
Yeah.
There's still time,
That's fair.
dude.
All right, now I want to beat you.
Yeah,
Still
that's why
time.
I'm doing it, because I'm trying to motivate you, like Tommy.
Well, soon I'll be walking more. I reckon if the restrictions ease on the 19th, which who knows if they
Oh,
will.
you're an if
I'll
kind
be
of guy,
out
aren't
and
you?
about. I'll be
If-
out
I mean,
and
the
about
other
more
thing
than-
too is, now that I know that you can drink at the park, I can just sort of do laps.
Friday night drinks
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a glass of red.
Mm.
Oh,
But it's
I saw
the-
the park
the-
the other day was ridiculous though. Like
A lot of people.
Last Friday.
there would have been at least 3,000 or 4,000 people there. I reckon.
No.
Like crazy. Not even exaggerating. It was
Far
groups of 10, like people hugging and kissing. I'm like, if you guys are the reason I can't get home for Christmas, I'm pissed off.
Do you go home for
But I was
Christmas
there
usually
walking
to
around as
Byron?
well. I would love to, but
Oh, you just said it like
See
it's
if
a
the
thing you
borders
do
are
every
open.
year.
I feel like also the
Oh, yeah.
Edinburgh Gardens is somewhere where you would see French kissing as well.
French kissing?
Like just
Who the fuck calls it French kissing?
what, you've never French kissed?
No, definitely, but
Is
that was
French
in
kissing
grade
the
4.
eyelashes? Or that's
Oh.
a kiss?
No. Butterfly kiss, Dal. Butterfly kiss.
Dull.
Bodie last night, literally, he was like, come here, daddy. And we're in bed, and he just puts his face and goes, butterfly kiss. And then
That's nice.
flutters his eyelashes. It's
That's
so
cute.
cute.
But yeah, no,
Anyway.
French kissing is when you use your tongue, Tommy.
How did the French come up with that shit?
Yeah, I don't know, just like very Euro of them.
Just to tongue it.
Yeah.
French kiss is one of the many French terms in the English language. Okay. The most popular explanation in American and British servicemen in France during World War I were struck by the more passionate way French women kissed. When they returned home, they introduced French kissing to their compatriots.
That's so interesting. That is actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
so
how
they
French kiss
weren't
came.
pashing before that.
Well, the French were just
No
Kissing.
translation.
Yeah.
and then you see that they're doing it in a way you've never done it before.
Mm.
Yeah, but how weird. What were they just pecking?
Yeah.
Like,
But it's also a weird
Get
thing to
into it,
bring up.
son.
Oh, my French girlfriend gave me she, used her tongue. Maybe we should give it a go. Like, that's pretty funny.
Guys, you know when you think about things for too long and then it just blows your mind?
Yeah. Like,
The idea
Kissing.
of kissing, is that not blowing your mind
It
right
is
now?
quite
Like, why do we
crazy,
do
isn't it?
that?
it's
Why
it's
do we
very
put our
like
mouths together?
yeah.
I
There's
think
a
it's fairly passionate. Like, I reckon there's like, I mean, if we
you
just
don't
said
kiss,
go,
TJ.
no, I do. It's great, but
Do you?
there's probably less passion in a
Right.
hand job than a kiss. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, depends who it is. But no, I
I-
get the sentiment.
like if I had to, if there was like money on the table and I could,
And you had
I'm
to
either
give-
given a hand job or pashing somebody,
Uh-huh.
I'd rather hand job.
No, that's
You know
good
what I
to-
mean?
Yeah,
At least I
yeah,
can
yeah.
look off and just fucking
Yeah.
get it done.
I mean, it's very utilitarian at that point, isn't it?
Well, yeah. And so kissing, there's a lot with it.
Well, that's why
a-
prostitutes or sex workers or whatever they have to pay more for kissing, or they just tend to sort of avoid it because it's seen as that intimate thing.
It's bizarre. Yeah, I mean, if
GB?
if it's
Is that true?
I don't know. Sure.
what do they say in Byron about that one?
Yeah, I
Or
feel like
in
that
Bendigo.
French kiss in Byron as well.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I mean,
I would.
the French
Not in
the-
Canberra though. There's never been a French kiss in Canberra.
No way. Definitely not.
I mean, Jess, you're the closest. So you're out of you don't have a boyfriend, but you're the closest to having a relationship with somebody that you don't know. All of us, we've been, in the relationships for quite some
You know
time.
us.
What's your thoughts on kissing a stranger?
Yeah, it's weird.
COVID times, not.
Well,
That's
now
one.
and COVID times even weirder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is it on your
I
mind?
remember-
On a first date, would you kiss?
I have done in the past. Yeah, I didn't
Uh-huh.
on the weekend.
Sure.
I didn't want to.
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah, that's fine.
not
Well, what
COVID
is
safe.
that?
Yeah.
What is that feeling like? Are you bumping elbows as you get there? Because there is a good line in the sand at the moment. Because you're like, I've been on dates that I don't want to have to give them a kiss on the cheek in the end of it. I'm like,
Mhm.
I have no interest.
Mm.
You got an
Um,
excuse.
Yeah, no. No, I feel like I feel like COVID wouldn't stop me if I wanted to do it.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, maybe it is an
Good
easier
attitude.
excuse, like mask. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you were wearing masks. Fuck, I didn't even think about that.
Did you wear masks
That
the
was
whole time?
awkward. No. I didn't. He was trying to find me. We went to a park, and he's like, "Where are you?"
I'm the one in the
And-
mask.
Yeah, I was like, "This is so dumb." I was
I'm
sitting
in
there with a mask
activewear.
at that point, but it's dating.
What
with
sort
a
of mask
is
did he
so-
have?
Just a, I don't know, like a
Povo
common
one?
Was it like medical
no.
or was it a?
Pla-
No, it wasn't
plasterer's
medical,
mask.
It was an actual one.
Actual mask. Okay. So it's like this.
Do you know what's hilarious? I saw someone driving the other day with one of those ones that you got us, Tommy, and it was up here. He was just driving with his mask up here.
Oh yeah, dude.
How funny
so
is
I
that?
went for a walk this morning, and I found myself.
TJ, yours
Hang on.
looks like a G-string.
Looks like no, it does. No,
G-string.
this is my old stripping.
Oh, it's the-
This is my old stripping.
Yeah, yeah.
What
It's
I
the
found
undie
is
sniffer again. He's back.
I actually, mate, imagine undie sniffers at this time using masks. Yeah.
Oh, that would be what an OnlyFans upsell. I'm knitting
Dude.
my undies into masks.
Oh, fucking great idea. I saw a guy with underwear on his head. Seriously.
That is
in
actually a
Abbotsford.
business. There's seriously a
Get the
face
domain.
undies. Is faceundies.com available?
Check it out.
Pick
so
your
I
OnlyFans star.
I keep my mask on my chin sometimes when I'm walking when no one's around,
Mhm.
and I've quite started to like the feeling of it. It's like a little chin holder.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It covers
Oh,
that
no.
little like pocket that everyone's got.
The one thing about the masks, so this one that you said looks like my G-string. I'll tell you what,
Mhm.
I saw it on the table, and I felt like a little bit embarrassed because I felt like I'd left my G-string somewhere. The mask thing is now getting to a point where you're like, imagine when you are back in the workplace and you have taken it off, but you have it with you,
Mhm.
and it's like some dirty underwear on the
Oh,
ground.
yeah,
It has
yeah.
the same
Yeah,
connection
gross,
of like,
isn't it?
oh my
Mhm.
god, sorry, I left my little knickers there. It's like,
Oh yeah. Someone's left their mask
I
in
had
the
that-
toilet.
yeah.
Little knickers.
Little knickers. There's a-
I don't wear. You wear knickers. I don't. Don't. Isn't that a girl? Like girls are knickers.
What
What-
was that? Yeah.
What are knickers?
What did they say in Bendigo? Undies,
Jocks.
knickers,
I'd say
jocks,
undies or
Undies.
knickers. Yeah.
knickers. You would say knickers.
You would.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
don't worry. It's
Knickers.
never. I'm not. I'm not wearing knickers, but I have worn
I mean,
G-strings.
Another
Sounds pretty
weird
close.
thought that people have maybe
Mhm.
is like their choice in underwear. Like,
Sure.
do you guys wear the like supportive jocks or do you wear the short jocks? And like same with girls, it's like,
Well-
do you wear a G-string or do you wear like high waisted ones? Or
Josh has customised for his afro down there.
I just do your sort of your standard. It's like
George is
would
getting
you
around
call it
that
a
gear
boxer
hard.
brief?
Yeah.
Or it's like
Yeah.
it sort
Like
of
the
comes
shorts.
down a little bit to your leg, sort of
Yeah.
probably that type of thing. That's nice.
Yeah.
Tightish, so not sort of like
Yeah,
baggy,
feels like
but
you're a
yeah,
sports star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And do you
Yeah,
guys
that's
buy
exactly
into
what it
the whole brand of underwear? Because
Mm-hmm.
if I took home a guy and he just had the most disgusting jocks,
What
Like
would
what?
be if you were to put like a level of, sort of best to worst? What is the worst jocks and working your way to the best?
well, the worst jocks are just like your standard like supermarket brand or something. Maybe like
This is like
non-brand.
Thursday, but it's a weekend. Would that turn you off? You know how it says like
Oh, as
people,
in those ones that
like
have
Target's
the-
got like it's got the name. Sorry, the
days.
The
the day
day.
of the week.
Yeah.
So surely, like the
I
day of the
don't wanna
week
offend
undies
you guys. I don't know what jocks you wear,
great.
so
Well, yeah, no, I don't have the
I've
day
pretty
of the
much
week
got
ones.
bonds. I've only got bonds.
well, I was gonna say so then so supermarket ones, and then maybe your bonds, and then your top tier is your Kelvins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Boys with
They're
Kelvins.
like $60.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
What-
get them.
What
Well,
about
yeah.
the shape? Like, what if you saw if you brought home a guy and he was wearing like the little, like, like Bodie's undies?
What are jock straps?
Yeah.
What's the deal with the jock strap?
What is that? Let me tell
What is
you.
a jock strap? Is that the
Jock strap. A jock
around the
strap is an
top?
undergarment for protecting the testes
Okay.
and Josh's afro. No, testes and penis during cycling,
Okay,
contact sports, or other vigorous physical
sure. Or
activities.
podcasting.
Yeah, I mean physical. Wow, they are funny. They look so dumb, dude.
Yeah, they're
They
real
are
ugly.
so
Goodness.
dumb. It's literally. Jeez, Jess, think about
I know-
like a boxing. Think about like a boxing
Oh,
guard
God.
that you pull up.
If I saw that in real
Yeah.
life, I'd die. I
And
couldn't-
so,
What
what's
about-
what's the process when you're going on a date? Are you always preparing for everything? Like, if you're just going to if you're just going to the park,
Yeah.
are you just like having to, showered, ready to go? Like, or is there certain levels? Like, or would you be comfortable going on a first date without like fucking, you haven't brushed your teeth, you're not ready?
I probably wouldn't do that. Yeah, so there are definitely different levels. I think
Uh-huh.
if you want to be, how do I say this nicely without offending anyone? Like, you don't want to go home with them that night, then you could just be like, whatever. But you still present nice,
Mm-hmm.
but you know
Sure.
that you're not going to. And
So that's
then-
just a
so
standard
you
of
don't need to
yourself.
shave your
Like,
legs,
how
for
do you?
example.
Sure.
Okay.
But if you're
Do you test
going
their
out on a
temperature when you get
Saturday
there or
night-
anything?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Sorry,
JB.
go on. What were you going to say?
Maybe I'll buy one for when we start going out and drinking again, GB.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you're going out and maybe you know that they're not right. I went out on a date a date one day with a guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a dad to 2 kids that were kind of older, and I was like, I'm not taking on other people's children. Like, there's just no way.
Sure.
I was
Fair.
like,
That's your
we
choice.
all know what this is going to be.
And so
Yeah.
what about when it comes to going back to someone's place? Are you someone that would prefer to go to their place or your place, or what's the deal?
My place,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Is that a common thing? Do you reckon most women are like the safety of their own home, that's that type of thing, having the cushions
No,
or the
because we know
pillows and
someone
stuff?
who's won't bring someone back to her place because she
Okay, sure.
it's her sanctuary and she doesn't want people in there.
Uh-huh.
I would rather have. I mean, I don't.
I mean,
in the
Tully's got
mornings,
a
I
name.
don't
I'm
want to have
guessing
to
you're
leave
talking
and
about
catch
Tully.
an Uber.
Is that what you,
No, yeah.
Who else is it going to be?
Well, I didn't want to call her out, you know.
no. Yeah, so go on.
So thanks for doing that. Yeah, you don't want to have to wake up in the morning and then catch an Uber.
Mm-hmm.
For one, that's
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
And then 2, you don't know where anything is. Like, you can't brush your teeth in the morning. You can't shower if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're talking
Whatever
about the
else. And-
comfortability. There's a bunch of people that don't like doing that. They will only go back to
Their own
somebody's place.
Oh, okay.
My mate took this girl home once, and he woke up and she's gone, and all he found was one heel. She'd bailed with one shoe missing and thought,
Wow.
"Fuck this, I'm out of here. I'm getting." I mean, I've done that. Got out of there. I'm fucking out. I gotta go.
Quite the
See
story. Is the expectation that do you have to have the convo around? Are you going to stay, or like?
Yeah, usually you do have that convo.
Mhm.
It's kind of annoying. I remember there was one guy and he just stayed until like 12:31, and I was really hungover. I drank way too much, and I get
Yeah.
bad hangovers. And I was like rat shit on the couch, and he just wouldn't leave.
So what was he doing?
All I wanted to, he was just laying there. He
Okay.
fell asleep on the couch as well. Again, I was like, you need to go.
And so is that
And,
not
like,
on? Is like falling, because GB and I love to fall asleep when there's something on. But is that a no go? If you're dating on a first date or a second date, is it not okay? Like to just fall asleep and then like we'd wake up and you've already moved us into your bed? Like that's not how it works?
No, well, not at night time, because usually you maybe
You're
go to
not
sleep
staying.
together.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the next day. Like,
Mhm.
I think
There was
what you're
one-
talking to, the specific nature. There's no like specifics, Josh,
There's no
but
rules.
you see how the problem when there isn't. You get these guys that will stay until 1:30 and you want them fucking
Yeah.
gone. That's the risk.
So
you're
that was
playing.
1:30 p.m. the next
The next
day,
day.
Jess?
It was, around the 12:30, 1 o'clock ish mark.
Yeah.
In the
It's
afternoon?
too late.
Yes.
Oh, that is a long
But
time,
also,
isn't it?
that
So what'd
guy,
you do?
like, as if you'd want to be doing that. I'd
No.
Well,
get
that's
out
what
of
I
it.
thought as
That's
well.
real hurtful.
It's
Sorry,
great
hang
woman.
out with Jess.
I feel like it'd be nice if you were actually keen on the person and it was like you were having fun, but I don't know.
100%.
I mean,
but that's where people aren't reading the room. Like he's not read the room there.
Mm-hmm.
no.
Or maybe you
and
weren't
it's very
giving him any.
Yeah, but it's hard. Like there are some people that would be like, "All right, mate, time to go." Like fun about it, but then
Yeah.
it's confronting. Like if you're hungover, you're pretty vulnerable.
Mm.
You're just in your head, just like, "Oh no, get the fuck out of my house."
Have you ever done like a shared Uber Eats type thing just for breakfast?
Yeah, he got me Macca's that morning.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the dad as well.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Just needed somewhere to stay, get away from the kids. He's like, I don't have to pick them up until
I've got
1.
one night off. Fucking,
I know.
please let me stay
Yeah.
over.
But you know what? If you stay over, this is a PSA. If you stay over, message and say fucking thank you
Okay,
for
sure.
having me.
Mm.
Mhm.
At least I had a great night.
Did you
Thanks
thank
so
him for
much.
the
That's
McDonald's?
all you need. Wait, what?
Did you thank him for the McDonald's? You said thank you
Yeah, I
for
did
getting
at the
breakfast.
time.
Yeah. No, I
But
think
Jess, you said that wasn't like you'd already determined that you got kids. It's not for me. At that same point, he could be thinking, "She's not ready for this." Whole heap of man that I am, and I'm. And then it's like, you see how he could easily just not respond. Like, did he say thank you as he walked out the door? That was fun.
Yeah, he was really nice. Yeah, I'm sure.
So he
did. I
thinks
can't
he's
really
done it. He
remember,
thinks
but-
he's done it, and he's like,
why do you
"That's
reckon he
over."
stayed around? Do you have Stan or something? You've got streaming services he doesn't have.
You got a VPN?
Well,
So
the
does
reason
stream.
he stayed around was because the night before, it was around the time that Beyonce's album came out on Netflix.
Wasn't that
the Homecoming one.
2005? No.
No. Homecoming
Okay.
for Coachella.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
we'd spoken about it the night before. And so that morning, he chucked it on. And so, like,
that's
we had some
cute.
banter about.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cute,
And
but
then-
it is.
Had you both
it is
already
your
seen
house.
it, or
At this point, I was pissed off because I was like, I'm hungover. I can't concentrate. I can't give her my time that she deserves, like the actual like investment in it. And
Beyonce, you
I
mean?
was, yeah, obviously.
Okay.
And I was like in
Yeah.
and out of sleep because I was so hungover. And yeah, anyway.
Oh,
And so do you
This
reckon
is-
you communicated that? I have a feeling that surely if you felt from the other person like, oh, they don't really want me around, you'd get the hint.
Mm.
I don't
Dude,
know,
I've been in them
because I
there too.
didn't
It's so
really-
weird. They are
Yeah.
weird scenarios. Like, you think about the communication between you and your mates. When you've got a stranger, sure, you've connected with them. But then there's this, like, unsaid stuff going on. And it's like, I don't know how much you owe to each other. You owe it to yourself to probably listen to what you're thinking.
What
And then
about
act on it.
traveling? Jess, have you ever picked up while traveling?
Yeah, I lived overseas.
Sure. Because I just always,
Yeah.
I do wonder, like my brother Jake would always pick up, like when we were on family holidays, he always had a holiday
Really?
girlfriend. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, no
Really?
joke. He'd
Did
always
she come and hang out with the family?
Yeah, yeah. It was always fucking, it's like he's done it again.
Did he pay her to kiss as well?
On a
Isn't it
family
cra-
holiday.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, it was like, it was a
That's
real thing.
How often are
hilarious.
you doing
It was
those
a real
though?
thing.
Yeah.
How often are you doing family holidays?
Oh, like you would do like one a year, like, you know, Daydream Island
That's
or
so
Bali
funny.
or whatever. But yeah, it was a real thing.
Did she stay over, like in the room and stuff?
Yeah, no, I mean, that we're pretty young, like, so, like, it would just sort of be like holding hands and shit like that. I feel like the memory is more like, why can't I have a holiday girlfriend?
Oh.
Like, it was always, you know.
You had Shruti.
Jess,
Yeah, but Shruti was at home.
Jess, did you ever take anyone back to your parents' place when you lived at home?
Yeah.
Was that a no go?
I was a boyfriend gal. Like back in the day, I jumped from boyfriend and boyfriend.
And what were
What
mum
was
and dad? What about like just someone you just met, or like
nah.
so it was like partners?
My
Can
dad
you
would
talk
kill
about
me.
how much your ex-boyfriends love your family? Like how you know, how much of
Yeah.
a thing it is?
Tom? Oh, Two
Don't
of
say
them.
names.
Yeah, I know. I just realised. Two of them wrote letters to them after we broke up.
That's nice.
I don't
And
want this
said-
to be the end of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they
Shut
not
up,
have
bitch.
email in Bendigo? Anyway.
One of them still like always said every time I see him, he's like, "Oh, how's Hannah and Emma and Ruby and Bailey and all those."
So the
Yeah, my
first two are
dogs
your
are family
sisters and then they're your dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Jess is dead to me.
Grandparents, that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think like when you become a boyfriend of our family, you really integrate. Like you're part of it.
Mhm.
Like you're part of the fabric.
So just
you
like
go up
cooking in
on
the
walls.
kitchen and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, like you have to get involved in our family traditions and sense of humor and that kind of thing.
Deal breaker if the person, your partner that you find, because I think I've had partners where I didn't gel, like just naturally, just like didn't connect with their family, and then others where I'm like that, where you're close with the siblings or the dad or whatever. Is it a deal breaker for you if your partner isn't, riggy-diggs with your mum and dad?
Yeah, like that is a vetting process. If they don't get along with my family, like they cannot. I'm not
Sure.
dating them.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could see it as whoever you end up with, you're only with them because they're a certain type, and that type will, they're obviously, you're connecting with them. So if they like you, they look like the family. Would you say that?
Yeah, you could say that. My whole family didn't like my ex-boyfriend,
Oh, really?
and they didn't tell
Did
me
he write a
until
letter?
afterwards. And he wrote a letter as well.
Okay. And so
Yeah,
what
my
were
mum
they, what didn't they
did
like
not
about
like
him?
Stealing
stuff
his
from the
cheesy
fridge?
smile. For
A
one.
cheesy smile.
Yeah.
Go on.
Really?
Mum thought the first time
yeah.
she met him that she's like, "You're going to be no good for Jess," and she thought his cheesy smile was deceiving.
Really? Well, TJ, you've heard this before, haven't you, from parents?
I've been called all types of cheese. Blue, brie.
I get it.
Nah, that's no good. If that's, I mean, my goal has always been to sort of be, lovely to the parents. It's like you got to assume.
Little
I
suck.
come in assuming that I want to be friendly. I had one that was like, Dad was Dutch, and he was a bit standoffish.
Bit Dutch.
It was a bit Dutch. I'd never understood what it meant to interact with someone who's Dutch, and the stereotype for that relationship with us was true, and so it puts me on the back foot, and I'm probably then acting in a certain way based on, oh my god, like I'm being met with this fucking, if
Dutch
like you
guy.
meet someone with like, hey, how you going? Like,
Yeah.
unless they're a piece of shit, they're going to be like, oh good, at least nice.
Oh, thanks.
And also, you're quite a friendly,
Good, thanks.
bubbly person, so that would put you
Yeah,
off.
it was a
Gee.
bizarre thing.
I'm not sure if you're trying to end this, but GB, did you have many girlfriends before Han?
Nah, not really. She's probably my first proper one. I mean, yeah,
Any
like
Shrooties?
one in Shruti in year
No,
11.
as in Shrooty's name, but someone like Shruty was
yeah, like a
someone
school
I
one,
dated
a
in
school
year
one.
7.
Oh yeah, one
who
in year
was it?
7. Yeah, one in year 7.
What was
And
what was her
then
name?
one in. Her name was Ellen. Ellen. Yep.
Mhm.
Ellen, and then one in year. Would have been year 11, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, Han was
You
the
won't
first
say
one.
her name?
Nicola.
Sour.
Nicola. Okay, yeah.
No, she's yeah.
Say her last name then.
Yeah,
Smarter.
does Nicola follow you on Instagram?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, she follows.
Oh, that's nice.
No, she's nice.
Yeah.
we were like good friends before. Like I don't think we really should have. I mean, Josh, you and Bree were like best friends, right? Before you
Yeah,
started.
Yeah.
That was like us. Like I think we were.
So what are you saying, that Josh and Bree shouldn't be together? Is that what you Didn't work for me, Josh.
So
That's
how
not
did
gonna
you?
work
So
for you, no, mate.
can you remind us how you met Han? I'm trying to remember. It was like mutual
a-
friends or something.
Yeah, mutual friends. We were just at the Bodily, and
That's right.
I was with my friend Tani, and she was with her friend. Who was she with? Oh God,
Didn't matter because all you saw was one lady.
yeah,
And that was
and
Hannah.
Ella. She was with Ella, and then we went over to Ella's house for pre-drinks,
Mhm.
and then that was it. And then we went home together that night.
What happened? No, that was
But yeah,
Been
like,
together
so
ever
with the-
since, and it's lovely.
yeah. She had Stan.
We watched Beyonce,
Watch Beyonce.
Yeah.
and none of us had kids, so it worked out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was like with the parent thing, like being nice to the parents. I remember first time I went over to her mum's house for dinner. Mum was like, you got to take her chocolates and flowers.
Oh.
Like, take the mum flowers and
Kaz
chocolates.
is so good at this sort of stuff, isn't she?
And
Just
I was like, I don't want to do, like, it's a bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I think I got chocolates.
was it
And so-
favourites?
Probably was. And so went over to her mum's house for dinner, and I was just like nervous as and didn't want to look like an idiot. So I didn't give them to her, but I just sort of like left them there. Like left them there as if
That's not bad. They'll be like, they would have thought, who's this?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy left me.
They
That's
put the
sweet.
chocolates in the pantry. Oh, we must have bought them the other day. That's very funny. You should have opened up the box and just sort of spread them around, hidden them in the couch. You know, I love that story. That's great.
and then I also like every time I went over there, you know how you always say, Jess, like message them to say thank you.
Yeah.
I heard that if you go over there and you make the bed for them, then because she used to have to wake up and go to work, so I was always there like in the house on my own, and so I'd always make the bed.
That's
Yeah,
If you
nice.
make
Really
the bed,
Did
then
you make
it signals
her
that
mum's bed
you're-
as well? Which is everyone's bed.
That's romantic, George. That is
that's really
romantic.
romantic. Yeah.
There we go.
That's
So-
really
Oh,
sweet.
That's really nice.
So
And now I
fucking go make the
every
bed, mate.
morning. Yeah.
And so you still make it every morning? Did you say, JB?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Been making it ever since.
That's very sweet. All right. If you have a love story, hi at thedailytalkshow.com. Is it more romantic than GB's? Have you got any specific rules when it comes to having someone over like Jess? Should you have to text and say thank you? I feel like it makes sense. Yeah, great. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your Friday, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow for Weekend Banter. Have a good one.
See you guys.